Hey there guys, in this video we're going to be solving a really interesting if-then question where we have a system of equations and we're supposed to use this system of equations to evaluate an expression. So we are given that 2 to the power of x equals 3 to the power of y and 2 over x plus 3 over y equals 1, and we're supposed to use these two to evaluate 2 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of y. Well, to do that, let's go ahead and start with the first equation, which is 2 to the power of x equals 3 to the power of y. So what I want to do here is that I want to solve x in terms of y. And to do that, we need to take the log of both sides, and we need to take the log of both sides with base 2. So if we do so, we're going to have log of 2 to the power of x with base 2 equals log of 3 to the power of y with base 2. Next, if we apply the power rule, which states that log of a to the power of n equals n times log of a. So basically, we can take the power and bring it in front and use it as the coefficient of log. So if we apply this, we're going to have x times log of 2 with base 2 equals y times log of 3 with base 2. Now, notice that log of 2 with base 2 is 1, so the left-hand side is going to be x, and the right-hand side is y times log 3 with base 2. Great, so we have x in terms of y, and we can use this to solve for y. Now remember that the second equation was 2 over x plus 3 over y equals 1. So what I want to do here is that I want to replace this x with this value we have in terms of y. And in that way, we're going to have an equation in terms of y, which we can solve for y. So let's go ahead and replace x with y times log 3 with base 2. So we're going to have 2 over y times log 3 with base 2 plus 3 over y equals 1. Now notice that we have y in both of the denominators. So let's go ahead and multiply everything by y to get rid of the y inside of the denominator. So if we do so, we're going to have 2 over log 3 with base 2 plus 3 equals y. Next, notice that we can go ahead and we can take this log and bring it up in the denominator. But we need to switch these numbers around. So whenever we have 1 over log of u with base v, this is going to equal log of v with base u. So whenever we take log from the denominator and we put it to the numerator, we need to switch the numbers around. And if we do that, the left-hand side is going to be 2 times log of 2 with base 3 plus 3 equals y. Now remember that log of anything like 3 with base of the same thing is going to equal 1. So I can say that 3 is equal to 3 times 1, and 1 is log 3 with base 3. So I can say that the left-hand side is just the same thing as log of 2 with base 3 plus 3 times log of 3 with base 3. Make sense? Great. Next, let's go ahead and use the reverse of the power rule. So remember that the power rule stated that log of a to the power of n equals n times log of a. So we can just do the reverse. We can say that n times log of a equals log of a to the power of n. We can basically take the number, the coefficient, and use it as the power of the number in front. So I can take this 2 and use it as the power of 2, and I can take this 3 and use it as the power of this 3. So the left-hand side is going to equal log of 2 squared, which is 4, with base 3, plus log of 3 cubed, which is 27, with base 3, and this equals y. Next, notice that we have a sum of 2 logs with the same basis. So we can combine these two into 1 log, and that is going to be log of 4 times 27 with base 3. So 4 times 27 is 108, so y equals log of 108 with base 3. So that means that 3 to the power of y equals 3 to the power of log of 108 with base 3, which equals 108. Because whenever we have something like a to the power of log of b with base a, this is going to be equal to b. So whenever the bases are equal, the answer is going to be the number above, which is b. So in this case, it is going to be 108. So the answer is 108. Great. So 3 to the power of y equals 108. And remember that 2 to the power of x was equal to 3 to the power of y. So this is also equal to 108. And what we wanted to evaluate was 2 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of y. Therefore, this is equal to 108 plus 108, which is equal to 216. Great, so we are done with this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please consider subscribing for more contents like this, and hit the like button if you enjoy watching this. Hopefully I will see you later. Goodbye for now.